You are listening to Chris Meredith on Ribble FM. It is Aussie Hour, and of course, this is the time you have been waiting for. Here is Miss Samantha Jade.
Hey, Sammy.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very, very well. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a long time since we've spoken.
It has. It's going to have been a couple of years. It really, really has. Time's gone very, very quick.
I know. It seems to do that the older you get.
Unfortunately, it does. So, no, it has been a long time since we've caught up, Sammy. How have you been?
Oh, it's just today's a great day because today's the release of Bounce.
It's amazing. I've listened to it. It's just it's morning time here in the UK, so obviously been to bed, and then that's the first thing I did this morning was put Bounce on, and all I can say is congratulations and welcome back to pop.
Oh, thank you. I know. You know what? That's exactly how it feels too. Like, it just feels like I'm back in my element where I feel I belong. You know, I love this music and I'm really proud of it, and I think that's saying something to be proud of, you know, the record that I've done. You know what I mean? And I feel really good about it, and I feel like this time round I was like, I want to write a song that I would buy, that I would love, and this is exactly that.
It's just phenomenal. I mean, it's so feel good, it's so poppy. I mean, I think what you've done is create Sweet Talk 2.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that was our reference really as well, because I feel like they're such great songs and they've got that pop sensibility, and I think that the only thing different we kind of did on this, which I love, is that I went a little bit back to my roots, which was R&B and that kind of flavour, that urban flavour that I've always really loved, and yeah, kind of just did what I wanted to do.
That's good. Samantha Jade taking charge. That's what we like. So Sammy, so tell me what Bounce is all about. I want to know.
Basically, it's about finding somebody that you love and not lust. It's about finding the one, you know, that makes you put that bounce in your step, that makes you, you know, love harder and see colours brighter, and, you know, the world is better when you find someone you love, and it's about that feeling.
I mean, you say about like colours being brighter and just that feeling, but when you listen to it, I just think the energy that comes off the track, it just makes you feel like, you just feel positive again. I mean, I don't know how you do it within a song, but you just do it.
I'm so happy that that's so great here, because that was the goal with it. You know, like, we wanted to write something that made people happy and made people smile, and I feel like as soon as you hear it too, like, can't stop actually bouncing. Like, it makes you want to do that dance move, you know?
You'll have all of Australia and the UK and probably Europe bouncing. That's what we want.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I saw it, but it's such a positive song, and I think that's so important to have right now. And I just think you've just created a masterpiece. So well done, you.
Thank you so much.
No, it's okay. It's all right. Don't you worry about it. So this, you're going into a new chapter now, I think, Sammy J, with this. So I mean, so describe what this new chapter is for you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's time, you know, to bring back my own music. I mean, I had a time there where I kind of wasn't doing my own stuff and I was kind of doing some other stuff. And I think that, to be honest, you know, since my mum passing away and you know, all of the crazy things that have happened in my life, it was kind of hard for me to dedicate time to writing. And like, this next record, I don't want to rush anything out. I don't want to chase radio. I don't want to just put something out because it's time to put something out. I want to take my time with this, and I want to go write for 6 months. And that's what I did. I wrote for 6 months, which was so nice to have the time to do that. It just was a nice thing to do, to really take time and feel like I deserve to as well. You know what I mean? And not feel bad, because it's hard in this industry to not feel bad and be like, oh, I need to get something out. And I was lucky enough to be like, you know, no, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to do what I love and do best. And at the same time, I got my publishing deal before I got my record deal.
Well, I think, and that's it. And I think sometimes taking that time out as well, and taking the time to kind of reconnect with yourself, and then obviously write songs that are meaningful for you, is kind of like, I think now, I feel it's come around full circle for you.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that it wouldn't have if I didn't take that time. I think that was imperative, you know, to go, okay, I'm going to take a step out, and I might not be in the limelight, and that's a risk too, you know, because it's hard to keep yourself out there. That's tough too. But I was like, I'm willing to take the risk because I feel like the end goal is going to be that much better.
No, and of course it it is. Of course it is. And I think you've definitely done the right thing. You've definitely done the right thing. I mean, so
good. Thank you.
It's all right. No, I love it. So you was talking about writing there a lot, Sammy. So will there be a new album on the way?
Absolutely, yes. I've been working on it. I mean, an album is obviously, so much more than just a single. It's a body of work, and you've got to be really. I mean, for me, I don't want to just put songs on there because they're good songs. Like, I want to write songs that are going to be cohesive to a record and have a message. And I want this album to be, because I was really proud of Nine, and I really want this follow-up to be good enough.
Yeah, no. Nine's one of my favourite. You know that.
I know. Yeah. I mean, and Nine. I love that album. I think it's an album that was such a strong record, and this will be the second album, so the first follow-up to Nine, so it has to be good.
Trust me, it will be. Do not worry. Well, I mean, you will put it out, and if it's anything like Bounce, trust me, it will be amazing. So, I mean, one thing that I resonate with you is that you've always got a bit of a 90s kind of pop influence in your music, and that's what I love. And then will we hear that coming through on the new album?
Absolutely. I mean, and you've just nailed it on the head. It's exactly right, because those are my influences, so I think no matter what, when I go into the studio, that's what I like to aspire to be, and that's what I try to write, and that's naturally what comes out, because I just love those records so much and that time so much. So, yeah, definitely that'll be an influence.
So, obviously, back in the day, obviously the Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera's was like big influences for you. I mean, does anyone influence you today?
Well, I definitely think, and obviously those girls are still around and still killing it, and that's saying something. I feel like, Beyonce then and now, it's just incredible to see how she's just managed to stay up, I really love Robin. I've always really, really loved Robin. I've always thought she's a really incredible, pop sensibility with her writing, and such an iconic tone to me as well. So I love her, and I still continue to listen to all her stuff. And, Ed Sheeran as a songwriter, I think, is just unbelievable, the best of our generation, in my opinion. Yeah, but I think Ariana's kind of, when you think about pop stars in that vein, I think Ariana's it, really, for me.
So from all your singles, I'm going to ask you a bit of a hard question now. So from all the singles you've had, would you say you've got a favourite single?
Oh, wow, that is a hard question.
I had to chuck one in there. I've got to chuck one in there. I feel bad by doing it, but I was like, I'm going to put you on the spot.
It's fine. It's a great question. You know what? And obviously I love them all for different reasons, and they all represent different times in my life and different feelings I had at the time. But I must say, to me, Sweet Talk, I just love that song, and I do think it's such a great pop song, and I love it. I love that song. So I would probably say Sweet Talk, because when I hear that, I think that's a great song. I don't know. I feel like if it was someone else's, I would have bought it. I would have loved it.
Well, that's me. I mean, you've just said what's in my mind. Every time when I obviously put Sammy Jade onto YouTube or whatever, the first song I always go to is Sweet Talk. It just is.
Yeah.
And it's just such a great track.
So good.
I love it. But you've just recreated the magic with Bounce. And now I've got they're kind of like a brother and a sister now. I've got two songs that I will go to for Samantha Jade now forever. So thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're saying that, because it's so petrifying putting out new music, because you're like, especially when you've been out of the game for a second. So I'm so glad you like it.
We do. No, trust me, it will be playing loud and proud. Don't you worry. I love it. So you're coming onto your fifth album, Sammy. So when you look back, right to the beginning, can you believe how far you've come?
Oh my gosh, no. This album especially has made me look at that, and because I've written a lot of songs about the industry and the hurt I felt, and a lot of those, things that I've been through that I feel like I didn't write about ever. So I've really delved quite deep into this record, and that because of that, I've really, gone through the past and actually kind of gone back in my head at two situations that I had forgotten about. And especially through the kind of journey, like some of the things that I've done and some of the people that I've worked with, and I do pinch myself, you know, because there was a time, 7 years ago when I did the X Factor, I was truly about to give up, truly, like it was done for me. And here today, you know, putting out another song and talking about music and thinking, I'm so glad I didn't, because I've had a great ride. It's been really, really fun.
What would have give up? What do you think you'd be doing now?
Oh, I actually don't know, but I was literally like, I can't do this anymore. And music, it became something that, you know, it represented a bad time for me, and so I didn't want to even think about anything to do with music. So I think I would have been probably out of the industry completely.
That is not what we would have wanted, a world without Sammy Jade. Can you imagine just doing like a corporate job? We would have... No, that's not fair. No. Thank God you kept the faith.
I'm glad. Yes, me too.
No, I know. So Sammy, so obviously, what do you enjoy most about doing what you do?
You know what? There are so many parts, you know, so there are so many different elements to what I do, and, you know, being able to actually call my job singing is insane. I mean, it's insane when I say it out loud, because it's my passion and I love it. And to be able to do, you know, things like I get to do, perform on big stages and sing for people that are, you know, incredible, and go out on stage and write my own music and shoot music videos. I mean, that side of it is just incredible. And so I would say getting to perform live, I mean, getting to sing for people, the part for every artist, when you see someone's face, when you've sung something and touched them and you see it, I can't explain what that does, because there's not a word for it. It's an unbelievable out-of-body experience, because you feel like you've helped someone or you've touched them in a way that nothing else can get to them in that way. You know what I mean? Other than your vocal. And that's just, to me, that's the best part of what I do.
I love that. You know, you're probably going to get pictures of people's faces now as well, like on Instagram and Twitter. This is what your face made me do.
Totally.
Send them in, please send them in. That's what we want. So, Sammy, send them through. I love that. So, what's next on the horizon for you?
So next, I mean, album obviously is the next immediate thing that we have to get finished, and I don't know if you guys won't get it, but Australia's Got Talent. I did a performance on that. Yeah, so that's the first performance of Bounce, which is pretty cool.
Question for you, Sammy, is, and I did listen to it last night, so I don't care, but I did love it. Do you think it's too early to play this candle time of year?
Oh, this candle time of year. I mean, never. I'm all about the Christmas tunes peaking very early. I love Christmas music so much, so absolutely not. Go ahead and start playing it.
Well, I did last night, and I was just like, oh my God. But that Christmas album, Sammy, that you did, and I'm so thankful, because now we've got Sammy Jade for every single season. And when Christmas comes, we've got Sammy Jade, the little Christmas angel that I can put on, and it's just like, oh, it's so good. So thank you from my heart, and obviously all the fans and everything. I really appreciate it, Sammy.
Oh my gosh, of course.